Ladies and gentlemen, here on the first floor of the New England Motorcycle Museum, I'm proud to be representing the highlight of the February auction here at the museum, a brand new, in-the-box N.O.S. Honda CB50R. I'll pull the cover off the box so you can take a look at it in a second. Just wanted to point out a couple things. It's a CB50R4, and if you walk around this side here, it still has a shipping label from the dealership that we purchased it from, right here. Shipped to 338 Sweets Drive, Carbondale, Illinois. Our friend Greg, who's now 75 years old, closed his dealership about 6 weeks ago, 8 weeks ago, and called us and made a deal on his entire inventory. We bought 40 bikes, including what appears to be an N.O.S. Honda CB750 1973 or a rebuilt 73 with all N.O.S. parts. That'll be on this auction also. Two of the nicest bikes in the auction came from him. Also a Whizzer in mint condition, and a Mobilette, and a couple of other really cool vintage bikes. Now, Greg was a collector of classic bikes for many moons. The reason he bought this CB50R, I guess, is self-explanatory. They're awesome. They're rare. If you know anything about this bike, they made 440 of these back in 2004. This is a limited production Honda factory racing model. Let's pull the box off of it, and we'll go over exactly what it is. CB50R is a reproduction of a 1962 factory racing model, and it has the same configuration engine-wise. It's a single-cylinder 50cc double overhead cam. It's a pretty big engine for a 50 because of the double overhead cam. A Keihin draft carburetor with no air filter assembly. It still has original shipping or packaging cap on the top of it, and it has a very lightweight frame, aluminum gas tank, long travel forks. It has a single disc front brake, single disc rear brake, and I believe the tires, if I'm not mistaken, are Bridgestone Battle Axe tires. So they're a performance. Still, of course, has the hairy nubs on them. They've never touched the ground, and it's absolutely beautiful. 6-speed transmission. The original 1962 model was built to race in club racing, and also they raced the Isle of Man with those, and I guess it would do 90 miles an hour out of a 50cc bike, which is pretty crazy. This has no street legal headlights. It's set up for track racing only. There is no Kickstarter. It's bump start only, which is pretty easy to do. But if you take a close look, double overhead cam, double exhaust, dual black exhaust with a black frame, the silver tank, just a beautiful piece. As much fun as the big bore bikes can be, it's just an absolute hoot riding a small 50cc bike with a fire-breathing engine like this that revs to the moon. I think the tachometer tops out at 18,000 RPM. I'm not sure what it'll rev to, but I think it's pretty close to that. This racing version was a little bit different than the street legal one, and it was rated for 8.5 horsepower. So this 2004 CB50R Dream is a replica of the 62 Honda RC110 Racer. Extremely friendly underpinnings for starter. The double overhead cam single-cylinder engine provides power to the back wheel, equipped with a racing piston and uprated valves. The CB50R Dream is a peppy little machine, breathing out a whopping 8.5 horsepower. Equipped with a 6-speed transmission, boasts a higher top-end speed than any other 50cc bikes from that era. So this was Greg's bike in his display in his showroom for many moons in the box. I think he may have displayed it with the cover off the box also. It still has a shipping label to him. He's 75 years old, still doing well. If you want to talk to him, we can give you his phone number. You can call and ask him any questions you might have about the bike. He had bought it as a long-term investment. In order to maintain that investment, he never took it out and raced it or rode it. So I believe he was the original owner, but I'm not 100% sure. So obviously in pristine brand new condition, it's about as good as it's going to get. Doing some comparison sales research, one sold at Mecum, new in the crate like this, same model, for $11,000 plus the buyer's premium, so it was $11,550 or just under $12,000. I've seen a couple used ones sell at auction for $9,000. So 2 years ago, after the COVID pricing was affecting the vintage market going up, This one's got to be worth north of the 11,000 that the one at Meekum sold for. And ask yourself, you know, how many are new left in the crate? They only made 440 of them, and it's a Honda. It's brand new in the box. It doesn't get any better than this. The rear shocks are look like they have about 4 inches of travel. Disc brake, battle axe tires. Super light machine. I think it weighs about 150 pounds. Rest assured, this is an investment quality classic that if you want to take it out and ride it, you'll have a blast. If you want to put it in your man room or your showroom or of your motorcycle dealership, if you're a Honda dealer, or you want to put it in your own private museum, it's surely an investment quality piece that will always hold its value. If you want to leave it on display here, you're more than welcome. We'd love to have it in the museum as long as we could.
Guys, the cheapest example that I could find at Meekum was $7,700 for a ridden motorcycle. So the rarity, the limited production, you could probably, not probably, you could take this out of the crate, ride it, and not see that large of a hit in depreciation.
This canister right here is actually an oil catching canister for road racing, so that the crankcase would breathe into there rather than into the track or the atmosphere, which is kind of cool. That's you know, it's pretty much racetrack ready. If you wanted to have it set up out of the box and running when you got here, we could have our service department do that for you. If you want to leave it in the crate, we can help with the shipping. You're free to leave it here free of charge on display as long as you like in the museum. No contract necessary. If you want to leave it here, you can pick it up anytime you want or leave it on display. We'd love to have it. A portion of the proceeds from the sale are going to fund the museum overhead, so you're not only buying a piece of motorcycle history, but you're helping support the New England Motorcycle Museum. So if you're looking for an awesome classic, buy this thing with confidence. It doesn't get any better than this. Brand new in the box. Thanks for watching. God bless America.